I had the most amusing observation to start the day. Know what? I unearthed a correlation between the last bite of a croissant and the last couple of seconds of a dance performance. Ha! Cracking up thinking about it, but I was missing you in my breakfast shenanigans. Jumping onto what sprouted in my brain today, remember how we've always toyed with the idea of marrying music and social responsibility somehow. So, I couldn't resist the thought of a charity concert where us almost the next big thing K-pop trainees could perform. Can you imagine that? Totally in sync with the rhythm of the universe, isn't it? I was so pumped about it that I spilled the beans to Max, Pierre, and Hae-jin, and voila, they loved it. Pierre said he could manage the sound arrangements. How very Pierre, right? It gets even better. Max is already cooking up an AI-driven system for ticketing. Now, isn't that dope? Hae-jin jumped on the bandwagon too, all embraced with the idea of sharing the joy of music. Yes, my dear, our everything music and dance group chats are getting somewhere, ha! Max even set forward the AI Beethoven's musical interpretation. Can you believe it? Made me think if AI can interpret the strange fusion of French pastries with Korean ingredients we tried last week. But you know, amidst the laugh riots and light banters, we did have a deeper conversation. Hae-jin spun this thought about cats tirelessly chasing their tails as a metaphor for us chasing our dreams. I played along by sharing my vision of us bringing the house down, with the crowd hooting for an encore, only to realize I was visualizing us all with cat tails. Haha. Max quickly chipped in with his priceless assurance of paying to see me perform with a cat tail, the nuthead. Isn't it interesting how conversations take these fantastic turns? From our career aspirations to imagining ourselves with tails, then to tasting the music genre? Could it get any crazier? Anyway, back to the topic, my friend. I'm feeling both nervous and excited about organizing this charity concert. I am convinced that it's going to be epic, instilling a sense of togetherness and social responsibility, right? Well, can't wait to hit the realm of dream and reality with you tomorrow. You're gonna love this. I went to a silent disco event today with Sunwoo, Hojin, and Yunkwon. You know, the new rave where everyone's dancing to music on their headphones? It felt like we were in our own little worlds, vibing on our personal frequencies, but still connected within the same space. How incredibly delightfully confusing. Our feet were stomping, heads bopping, and laughter echoing, all soundless for an outsider. Breathtakingly unique, c'est incroyable. I guess we found another quirky way to cherish our camaraderie, dancing like nobody's watching indeed. Hojin, with his electrifying energy, got us all grooving around, wearing the most peculiar grin I've ever seen on him, adding to the madness. Sunwoo somehow became a professional Bollywood dancer overnight. I suppose his headphones were churning out some upbeat Punjabi tracks. And Yunkwon, well, let's just say he set a whole new bar for freestyle flexing. Oh, and you remember our chat group, our little soirée of Idées Folles? We had a thrilling tête-à-tête on the upcoming Matrix movie. The group is planning for a Matrix movie marathon at Pierre's abode. I believe the man knows how to keep us entertained while we binge. I mean, he's got a 75-inch screen and a taste for good movies. And I'm all amped up for the donuts, have to admit. Our chat took a rather flight of fancy twist right after, with Hae-jin quizzing us about where we'd teleport if we could. Oh, the places I'd go if I could, topped by sushi hopping in Japan. The thought of teleportation, though wild, was fun to entertain. It sells an idea of exploring the world without the constraints of time and space, very Doctor Strange. Speaking of cats, Hae-jin's earbuds kept making a run out of her ears the whole evening. It was such a sight to see. I swear it was as if they were having series of solo didos, just like a cat and its constant somersaults. Amid all these chats and friendly banter, I think we found an unparalleled sense of connection and understanding. The friendships have grown deeper and more meaningful. We embrace each other's complexities, weirdness and all. The silent disco gave that some disco light. Anyway, enough of my ramblings. Who am I kidding? The ramblings will never end around here. Je dois aller. I have a dance routine that won't practice itself. Let's catch up more when we meet. Gotta dash now. Catch you later. A tout à l'heure, I have a tale that might make your jaws drop and hips sway. Oh yes, it's all about the unique dance routine us trainees devised today, a beautiful fusion of tradition and, you guessed it, K-pop. The innovation stemmed from our shared passion for dance, a journey of rhythm and movement, just like a picturesque journey of a river streaming through an intricate landscape. By that extension, the traditional element was like the old wise tree, deep-rooted, just as our cultural values, while the contemporary represented the fresh blossoms, our youthful energy eager to bloom. To bring both elements alive on the dance floor was as beautiful as it was challenging. Along the way, there was Byung-ho, bringing us together like a cohesive symphony, while Jisoo, our performing arts instructor, was our maestro, conducting the masterpiece that awaits the world. On a side note, do you remember the sound of colors analogy we entertained during that museum hop? This dance routine felt just like it. The execution was a delicious palette of beats. Moving on to our chat group that's turning into a salad bowl of crazy ideas and mirth, our recent tête-à-tête stretched from Max's AI lullabies to Pierre's copyright negotiation. But what got you tickled, I bet, was imagining robots mimicking our dance moves. Now that's a sight. Robotic K-pop stars, as Max put it. While we joke around, I also shared about this beautiful French movie, Le Scaphandre et le Papillon. Like the title, The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, it truly opened my eyes to the marvel of cinematography, adding to our shared love for world cinema. You know, amidst the whirlwind life of a K-pop trainee, these conversations are our anchor points into our more personal selves, a delightful getaway. It's such a joy, isn't it, to harmonize our dreams and work with lighthearted humor and camaraderie. These conversations, plans, the shared excitement all single out pure friendship, served with a dash of quirkiness on a platter of shared rhythm and interests, just like our dance routine. I'm signing off with a heart-blooming smiles, my friend. I must say au revoir, for there are still some pas de bourrées beckoning to twirl with the rhythm. À très bientôt, mon ami. I will catch you later.